Hi guys, my name is Kelvin and welcome to my channel. Well, in this channel I'll be sharing with you some tips and tricks on animal training. And if you're wondering what this bird is doing right now, well, this is my newly acquired pet bird. His name is Buddy. And many of you may think that why is it called animal training instead of bird training? Well, in my channel I'll be sharing with you a lot of tips and tricks on training different animals, but we're going to start off with birds first, to be precise, parrots. That's because in recent years I've seen that parrots have become a very popular pet right now, probably because of all the free flying parrot videos that you see on YouTube, where people get to fly their parrots free out in the open, and these birds will actually fly back to them again. Well, if you stick with me and you follow up on my videos, I will do my very best to make sure that you can actually do the same with your own pet parrot. Now, for all the new parrot owners, or newbies I should say, and you've just bought yourself a pet bird, a pet parrot, I would recommend that if you are going into it, to start off with a smaller parrot first before you get a large one. A large one, I'm talking about macaws, okay? If you're new, do not start off with a macaw, because macaws are larger and they're more intimidating, and if you get bitten by one of them, that will probably stay with you for a very long time. You'll probably get scared and a lot of things you wouldn't dare to do. So I recommend you, for those of you who like to start off keeping parrots, do start off with a smaller bird, like a lovebird or something like this, Indian ringneck parakeet. This is considered a small bird as well. A medium-sized bird will be a cockatoo or an eucalyptus parrot or an Amazon parrot. Those are medium-sized birds. Okay. Now, this is Buddy. Buddy here has been with me for a week now, and ever since he came, he was very scared, very skittish. He can't even come close to me like what you see now. Okay, whenever I'm sitting beside the cage, he's always right at the corner, the far corner over there, waiting for me to go away. Now, this happens with every new bird that you buy from a pet store, especially if they're bred in colonies and they don't get handled all the time. They get raised by their parents, and probably after they're weaned, these shop owners will then take them out and start selling them. Okay, this is the kind of bird that you normally get from a pet store. But if you would get from a home breeder, you can probably have the advantage of getting pet parrot that is hand feeding, probably about 2 weeks old or 3 weeks old, where you can actually hand feed the bird yourself. Now, these birds, they'll grow up to be better, I would say more tame. It depends on how much time and effort you put on the feeding and the training of the bird. So today we're going to start off with birds like this that you buy from the pet store, where it's a little bit scared. And in my videos, I would like you to follow up with me if you do have a bird like this, to follow up with me on the training, and well, we will see how we progress. Okay. Now, after 6 weeks of having this bird and constantly being close to him and feeding him, I managed to actually get him to feed from my hand, something like this. Hey buddy, come on over here quickly. That's right, good boy. Now, this is what you want to get initially. Okay, this is not the full training yet. This is actually to build a certain level of trust between you and the bird. Now, before you can get to this stage, what you need to do is very simple. You need to do a little bit of weight management. Okay, for small birds, it's a little bit more sensitive because small birds, they don't eat a lot. But a little bit of weight management, meaning that you don't feed them like a large portion of food before the training begins. Okay, you can start off the day with the training, with the food ready, and then you drop little by little inside the food bowl. Okay, what you need to do is to drop a little bit inside the food bowl, move away from the cage to a certain distance where the bird is comfortable enough to come down and eat. Okay, it may be 1 meter away from the cage, 2 meters away from the cage, it's fine. All right, keep this going. Make sure that the bird can see you when it's eating. Okay, as time goes by, 1, 2 days, 3 days, you get closer and closer all the way till you can sit beside the bird or sit beside the cage where the bird is, and then you start to put food into the food bowl. Okay, like this. and then the bird trusts you enough to come down and pick up the food from the food tray, just like that. This is what you want to get. Okay, it may take 6-7 days depending on how often you do it and how easily the bird can trust you. It depends a lot on the bird as well. So don't worry, patience goes a long way. So keep doing this until you get it to a point where you can actually feed the bird from the side of the cage like this. Okay, come on buddy, over here. That's right buddy, good boy. Every time the bird takes the food away from your hand, you got to reward it by saying good boy. This is a bridge. This is what we trainers call as a bridge before the reward. So a good boy is good enough for now. In the future you might want to do with a clicker or whistle or maybe even a stroke on the head. Now that's a later part, because birds like this, it's not easy for you to actually touch them fully, but we'll get to there very soon. Okay, so as I was saying, this will take a while, so keep doing, don't give up. Patience goes a long way. So once you get this done, feeding from the side, it's not only from one side, you will go from left to right. Okay, make the bird come to you. You do not go to the bird, because you are training the bird, not the bird training you. Okay, a lot of people, when they lose patience, they will bring the food to the bird instead. Yes, the bird may pick the food out from your hand, but this is not the right way. The right way is to get the bird to come to you. Okay, you must be the provider of the food source. Right, the bird must recognize that. This goes a long way, because in the future, if you want to fly your parrots out in the open, they must know that you are the food source, and if they come back to you, they will get food or they will get rewarded. Okay, this is the whole idea of animal training or bird training. Now parrots, they can be very, very smart, so do not be fooled, because like a little thing like bringing the food to the bird, that means that the bird is teaching you, not you teaching the bird. Okay, so thin lines like this you should avoid. Okay, make sure that the bird comes to you instead of you going to the bird. All right. Okay, once you have this thing done, the side-to-side training, from the left side to the right side, the other side you can go, the bird will go there and pick the food up. Once this is done, then you will introduce the other hand. Okay, this is to prepare the bird for the step-up routine, the bird to come up to your hand. Okay, so what you need to do now is to not let the bird be afraid of the other hand coming close. So you're going to feed the bird with the other hand below, like this. Okay, like this. You see that? The other hand's below, waiting to step up, and then the bird takes the food away. Okay, this will take a while as well, probably 3-4 days. Once again, it depends on what's the frequency you do your training at home. Okay, every training will last about 15 to 20 minutes, nothing more than that. All right, 15 to 20 minutes is good enough. Many of you may wonder why I keep his cage so bare. No toys, no foraging toys, no ropes, no other things for it to climb up and down. Well, that's because Buddy here is undergoing training right now, so a lot of all these toys will distract. So I'll get rid of all the distractions and then concentrate, focus only on training first. All right. There are other forms of bridging, which I will share with you in my later videos. But in the meantime, just follow these instructions, and we'll see you on the next video.